It is right at the top of the hour, so we'll go ahead and we'll start to begin the presentation. And Elizabeth, if you want to kick us off, you can get it started there.
Absolutely. Just we are so excited that you guys are all here today. We just want you to know whether you're an agent, a broker, a real estate professional, a realtor. This class is going to offer you a tremendous value on not only how to take control of your digital presence and build an unstoppable real estate brand, all while generating leads from it. That is the name of this game, folks. Now, we love to take participation, so please take a moment if you haven't already. Just get in that chat box. How long have you been in the real estate business? We just really love to get a general sense of who we have with us today so that we can really tailor the content to the audience here. Awesome. I'm seeing 3 years, 20 years, 41 years. Oh, I like it. Janice, you probably can school us on some things. That's awesome. And then one more question. You already told us where you're viewing. So, don't be shy. Make the most of it. Let's go ahead and get started.
Amazing. All
Awesome.
right, guys, so let's go ahead. And Elizabeth, why don't you tell us a little bit about Real Estate?
Thanks. Okay, so dot real estate, you might have heard of it over the years. Dot realtor, get dot realtor. We relaunched, we rebranded. We're really now your premier destination for revolutionizing your online presence for anyone in the real estate industry. We specialize in providing cutting edge websites with full scale digital marketing solutions tailored to elevate your business, get it to new heights utilizing top level domains such as .realestate or .realtor if you're an NAR member. And as you know, backed by part of the National Association of Realtors. So we have solutions for, it doesn't matter if you're an agent, a broker, a team, mortgage, home builder, appraiser, you name it. We now have the tools to come alongside you in your business and truly set you up for success at tremendously affordable price points, free to start. But that's just who we are. But most of what and a lot of what we absolutely love doing is a huge focus on education. So that's what we're all about here today is how can we come alongside you and help you build your business. Let's start with just some quick introductions. I've been talking, so I'll just let you guys know my name is Elizabeth Canaru. I am the director of Real Estate's marketing and engagement. I just a little bit of background about me. I've grown up in the industry. My father is a broker owner of over 50 years in Ohio. I didn't see if we had a lot of Ohio in the chat, but if so, welcome. And so I've really grown up in the industry working in his office, secretary, rental business. Then after school, I went into relocation. Now I'm at NAR. I've done everything except sell, but I really do understand the mindset of a realtor, and that really excites me and gets me really motivated to do some education. Tom, you want to tell us about you?
Awesome. Well, welcome everyone. Again, my name is Tom Bauman. I live in New York City. I've been in the real estate industry now about 6 years. In a previous role, I used to actually coach probably almost 10,000 real estate agents and brokers on digital marketing, lead generation strategies, social media marketing. And so excited to share some of what we've learned and our knowledge with you here today in partnership with Elizabeth. My current role, many of you may have seen me on previous webinars. I lead a lot of our efforts here at RE Technology. Love what we do. We curate great educational content for real estate professionals, and we love to help you guys be the best agents, the best brokers that you can possibly be. And that's why we're so excited to partner with Real Estate because, as Elizabeth said, they've got a big focus on education, on helping you improve your processes, your strategies, your tools. But they're also a great educational partner. And so, again, welcome Elizabeth and welcome everyone here this morning.
Great. So just a few quick housekeeping items before we kick off. If you're just joining, welcome. We're going to go ahead and feel free to really make the most of this hour. Your time is valuable. We appreciate you being here. So use that chat box, use that Q&A. We have a phenomenal marketing specialist in the chat, Nina. So she'll be answering your questions as we go and monitoring that. And we'll take some breaks for Q&A as well. Don't be shy if you want to take a picture of a note or a slide. We got you. We get it. So we're really excited, and I think we're ready to kick it off, Tom.
And Jason, can you just make sure that we have Nina promoted to panelist privileges, please? But anyway, let's keep moving. All right, guys. So just want to kind of set the stage for today's presentation, right? Let's talk kind of about the elephant in the room, right? Our industry is going through massive changes right now, right? The last couple of years have been a roller coaster. There's been commission changes. Interest rates have been, prohibitive to say the least. Seems like they're starting to come down a little bit. You've had this massive rise of big portals, also a massive rise in digital marketing, right? And AI moving faster than ever before, right? And so AI is not going to replace you, right? Agents using it might. And so we've got to be leveraging that correctly. But you're living in a world of increased competition, right? And so big question for everybody in the chat. Tell us, which of these things keeps you up at night? What resonates the most with you? What are you struggling with? We want to hear from you. Again, we want to make this an interactive session here today so we can best address your concerns. So share with us in that chat box if any of these, really kind of keep you up at night. And so, on the bright side, it's been a while, a year or two, right? But we're still here. It seems like things are getting better, right? Interest rates are kind of coming down. And if you've been able to keep your head above water, if you're still going and you're still in the game, good for you, right? And if you're a new agent, more power to you. Welcome. We want to support you and help you be as successful as you can. And I see a lot of people talking about digital marketing and AI. That's their biggest one here, right? That's why we're here today. And so awesome. We're excited to have you. But again, don't stress, guys. Things are getting better. Rates are getting better. Everything's going to be fine. We're going to show you how to thrive in any market here this morning. Um, Also want to kind of set this up with a couple of stats for you. And I find all of these really, really interesting, right? So here's what's really happening. The game has fundamentally changed. If you're feeling overwhelmed, you're not alone. So look at these numbers, right? 96% of home buyers search for their dream home online. It's not in the newspaper, it's not driving around neighborhoods, it's online, right? Homes for sale near me was the third highest real estate search. That's local search. We'll talk about why that matters in just a second. 75% of buyers and sellers interviewed only one real estate agent during their home search. Think about that. Only one agent. That means you have got to be the first agent that they find. You've got to look credible, professional, and trustworthy online. If you do, you've got that listing. But what if they find your competitor first, right? You never even get in the game. And so here's the other good news is that, repeat clients and referrals make up to 67% of an agent's business, right? You all love those repeat and those referral deals. That's your bread and butter, right? And so you want to make sure you're leveraging that, you're staying in front of them. But here's the funny thing, right? NAR did this great study and they asked them how many of you would use the same agent. 87% said yes, but does anyone know how many actually do? Share with us in the chat there if you know, right? It's actually around 12%. Think about
What?
that. So right? That's your bread and butter. Most agents are only capitalizing on about 12% of that opportunity. So we want to talk here today about, generating new business when people are searching for agents and homes in your area, making sure that you're not losing business because your Google presence doesn't inspire trust, right? But also maximizing that repeat and referral opportunity. So that's what we're going to talk about here today. And again, guys, share with us if you're actively marketing to your past clients. We want to hear about that. Share with us how you do that in the chat box, and we'll keep it moving from here.
Great. So let's talk about what you're really here to discuss today, your brand, right? Most agents think their brand is their logo or their headshot, but your brand is so much more. Your identity, your positioning, your reputation, your digital presence, your experience, your personality, what's your go-to, your proof of expertise, those reviews, your consistency, and yes, your visual identity. All right, let's do a fun quick poll in the chat on a scale of 1 to 10. How confident are you in your current digital brand? 1 being, not so great, or 10 being like, yeah, I got this. All right, so 1 to 10, let's see what we got. 6, 8, 7. All right, Stacy, don't worry, we'll get you up there, girl. Dora, we got you. A lot of 1s and 2s. Thank you for being vulnerable and open. That's key. And so, really, what we're going to cover today are 5 pillars that are going to transform how you're going to show up online, how you can generate leads for free, how you can close deals, brand authority that commands respect, lead generation strategies to fill your funnel, conversational campaigns that close deals, platform consistency that builds trust, brand ownership, portability. By the end of this session, you're going to have a complete roadmap. And for those who want help in implementing it, we're going to show you how with turnkey solutions that do the heavy lifting for you. Does that sound good? Little thumbs up, little explosions. Don't be shy. Now let's dive in.
Awesome. All
All
right.
right.
I think this is you, Elizabeth.
Yep, pillar one. Pillar one is about creating brand authority that commands respect. Our goal here is simple: create a magnetic personal brand that instantly separates you from the competition and positions you as the go to expert that clients seek out and refer. We're going to do this through local market expertise, your website, your domain, your Google business profile, content, and social media. All right, this here is pretty self-explanatory. We have a few doors. Which one do you want to open? Which one of these doors says about the business behind them, right? If does the door on the left inspire trust? For buyers and sellers, this is probably the biggest financial transaction of their life. You better believe they're going to do their homework because you can't afford to have a messy door. The first thing I will do when you're recommended to me is I'm going to Google you. I'm looking for red flags. I want to know, can I put my trust in you? One and done. So oftentimes we Google, or now we're even going to AI and ChatGTP, and the front doors are missing more than just paint, folks. Your brand is your identity. What inspires trust in it's what inspires trust, sorry, in your business. So we got to clean it up, right? We need to make anybody who said one or three, we got to get you to his head. All right. How many of you here, if you here today, feel 100% confident to tell a potential client to Google you? Anybody?
Oh, crickets.
Well, all right, Marie. Yes. Okay. Awesome. That's good. That's great. That's what we want. You're on the way. Let's make it even better. All right, Tom.
Yeah, I see a lot of people. I don't. Nope. Yes. But that's why we're here today. So let's go ahead. Let's dive in. We're going to talk about the foundation, right? And this is your domain name. This is where most agents tend to get it wrong. And so your domain name needs to do a couple of things. You need to create credibility, right? Include your name or your real estate keywords, right? You want this to be portable, meaning you own it, right? And you want it to be easy to remember. So it helps you stand out and if possible, include location, right? So that's a lot of things to ask for one domain, right? We're going to show you how to actually achieve that. But another engagement question, share with us in the chat, do you own your current domain name or does your brokerage? Is it your name dot brokerage name or is it a domain name that you control, you own that goes with it with you wherever you go? I do see someone asked if this presentation will be available. Yes, the recording will get sent out. See a lot of people who are saying that they're using brokerage provided domain names. So we're going to talk a lot today about portability. Get to that just a little bit later, but keep that kind of in the top of your mind. So seeing a lot of brokerage owns it. Again, we'll address that in just a few minutes, but I want you to think about this further, right? Maybe you meet someone out and about, you're chatting, it comes up that you're a real estate agent and you hand them your business card and they want to go and learn more about you. What's the first thing that they do? They go to your website, right? Make sure your domain name inspires trust. Same thing for your email address, right? We're kind of in the age where a Yahoo or an AOL domain's not going to cut it. Now, there are literally thousands of options that you can choose from. We're going to show you a few in just a minute, but quick show of hands. We'll actually cover that. But again, you want your domain name to be the name brand of your business, right? And you want to build as much top of mind marketing around that as possible. So if your website is the front door to your business, right? We showed you some doors just a minute ago. Your domain name is the paint on that front door. And this is an asset that will follow you for the life of your business. The sooner you get it, the sooner you can start building name recognition, SEO value around it, top of mind marketing. Time is of the essence. And we've seen situations where someone, buys up those domain names, they can hold it hostage, right? We see this all the time.
Oh,
And so you definitely want to get that locked down. The sooner, the better, because that kind of starts the rest of your entire brand, right? Your name, the brand of your business. And so I know you're all wondering, what should I include in my domain name? A couple of things to keep in mind. So first, you want to try to mimic what people are searching for every day, right? And this is a great way to get them to actually engage with your website if you show up in a search result, right? So if I'm searching for, let's say, Providence Real Estate, for example, and providencerealestate.com shows up at the top, there's a high likelihood that I'm going to click on that website, right? It matches what I'm searching for. It's inspiring trust. It seems professional. And so important when referrals, friends, clients are searching for you specifically, right? And what will they click, right? So again, those domain names that are branded to you, that are professional, that inspire trust. Okay. So again, so important to have your name potentially, if that's how you're branding your business. If you're a single agent, it's important to have real estate specific keywords. But so important for us to think about portability, right? We talked about it briefly, but agents tend to switch offices every 3 to 4 years. And so you want to make sure that that domain name can follow you for the life of your business, right? If I give out a card, it has my, let's say, my broker's homepage address. That doesn't do a lot for my business, right? And so, how is that lead going to find you if maybe you switch offices and they've still got that old business card, right? You want domain names that always drive traffic back to you. And then, so important, folks, like I said earlier, is location, location, location. This is one of the best types of domain names to establish yourself as the local expert, right? Start to capture local real estate search traffic, like we talked about, and brand yourself as the authority in your own city and town, right? And again, we've got a great example here with this Providence real estate one, and I made sure to include the price there. Look what people are charging for these, right? Online, they recognize how valuable localities in a domain name are. Having that city, that town is so incredibly valuable. Okay. So again, a great example there of just how much some agents are paying for these, sometimes a lot more than that. And remember, guys, it's also okay to have more than one domain name. In fact, that might be even better, where they could both point to different landing pages or pages on your website that match what specific buyers might be looking for or sellers, right? So you can always have more than one, just in case you do want that feature. And so, Elizabeth, why don't you walk them through kind of again, just a nice example here of the pros and cons of different types.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So first we're going to see up here, the first one you see is brokerage.com/John Smith. But what happens if John switches offices? What happens to the domain? It's gone. John's starting over. Customers who used to go to this old website have no way to find him anymore. They're going to go back to the broker's page and they're going to find somebody new on that page. So it also just doesn't look that great. JohnSmith.com, it's okay. It's what everybody knows. But what does this tell us about John? Do I know that he's an agent? No. If I'm searching New York real estate, is John going to show up? Probably not. All right, now we have johnsmith.realtor. This is amazing. This showcases John's name, his profession. It has real estate keywords. It's portable and it can go wherever John goes. It lets the world know immediately who he is and what he does. Okay, but if you're not a realtor and you're looking to create the same opportunity, have johnsmith.realestate. Have them both. Like Tom was saying, it's great to have extra domains. And again, we've shown an example of how these location-based domains can sell at $50,000 or more, which is crazy, but it's because they have tremendous, enormous value. You can you can get some other not so expensive. We're not telling you to go buy expensive domains by any means, so don't get that wrong. But then finally, we're looking at New York.realestate. Now that's where your money is in, folks, because this is going to be showing up strong in local searches, especially when we talk about capturing traffic from local searches being so important. Because if I search New York real estate, probably the first thing I'm going to click on is New York.realestate. So we are going to see all the tremendous value that domains hold. All right, type yes in the chat box if you agree. We understand how this can either help your business or maybe hurt it. All right, we're super excited to share a few great options for domains that we have seen work time and time again. Yes, 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 yes. I love it.
Awesome. Guys, just quick question for you. Actually, it looks like I think we're good. Wanted to make sure those slides are visible for everybody, but I think that we are good. But any other questions, folks, type those in the chat box. I did see one participant left a comment that their name is really long. And so maybe that's not the best thing for their domain name. But again, you could use your location or shorten your name, or maybe you have a brand for who you are. It could be James M, right? At realestate.com. You name it. There's lots of great ways to condense that and make it memorable and really have that be the brand for your business. But any other questions? Not seeing too many, so we're going to keep it moving here. And we're going to keep going. We're going to dive a little deeper into your website, right? Guys, you have to have a website. This is the digital age. It's the front door to your business. How many of you here today have a website currently that you love, you're excited about, you're proud of it, you love to send clients to it to learn all about you? Type in that chat box yes if you've got your website totally figured out and you love it. I see a bunch of yeses. I see a lot of no's. Love it. Agents tend to, have some type of website in place, but oftentimes it might not be checking all the boxes. So we're going to walk through that with you. How many of you here today, a lot of you said you have a website, actually feel like you generate business from your website? Anybody? Right? I see a few people saying I have a brokerage one. I see a no, 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 no for the generated business there. All right, guys. Well, it's so important. You got to have that powerful website, the powerful domain. So, what are the absolute minimal features that every real estate website should have in order to actually generate value for you? Keep in mind, this is the place for you to send friends, family, referrals, clients to learn all about you. So, you got to have a powerful About Me section. You want to showcase your experience, your knowledge, brand yourself as the expert, the local expert. Customize it, showcase your unique brand, right? Being unique in today's age is so important. Personalization is so important. So you never want to get trapped with a cookie cutter solution. So important to showcase client testimonials and reviews, right? Be intentional about getting those, getting them on your site, on your Google business page, across your social media. But that does two things: helps you build credibility, but also enhances your SEO and your AI presence because they look at reviews very heavily. So make sure you have a site where you're able to control your reviews. You're able to house them all within your site, your ecosystem, so that they can go with you wherever you go. Got to have tracking and analytics, see who's on your site, what they're looking at, lead capture to actually convert that traffic. If people go to your website, you don't know they're there. That never translates into any business, right? So you got to have that tracking analytics, and you got to be mobile responsive. Most people are searching on mobile devices nowadays. ADA compliance, so important, right? We want to make sure we're not opening ourselves up to any type of litigation, especially in this industry. We've learned that lesson the last couple of years. You got to have an ADA compliance site. And so important. Again, we've stressed this a lot, but it really is so important for you guys is portability. And we're going to continue to dive into that topic throughout this presentation. One thing, actually, Elizabeth, why don't you talk to them about how they can showcase their local expertise?
Yeah. So the agent who dominates their online market might not be the ones that you're thinking. They're the ones who show up as the local expert online everywhere. This is critical for Google search. This is really critical for AI search, that you are seen as the local expert, that you have your expertise and knowledge out there. You can see that this agent here has featured their areas of expertise very clearly on their website. They've even created descriptions for each one. This can easily link to all the listings in that location as well. It's not enough to just have this because anyone can do this. You really need to demonstrate your local knowledge and your niche and your expertise online. That's where this comes in. Both content actually has a bunch of different benefits. I'll throw it back to you, Tom.
Sure. And so the content does have a bunch of benefits. I want to add one thing here. I mean, look at some of the local real estate keywords that this agent was able to create here, right? Rapid City, Hermosa, short commute to Rapid City, rural lifestyle, right? Wide open spaces, horse acreages. Think about how powerful those are in an AI search or in a Google search. But content does a lot more for you guys. And so most real estate websites that we see, and many of you here today, this might resonate with you. How many of you have a website that you built 5 years ago, but you haven't touched it since, or even a year ago, or 6 months ago, and you haven't added anything to it? Anybody here? Let's see. I see someone says here, me. 15 years ago, Michael. Okay. So, folks, it's so important that we have active websites where they're not just getting indexed one time and kind of stuck in the search results, right? That they're actually constantly updating. And so you do that with content, right? So important. Google wants to see relevance. They want to see keywords that match what people are searching for. They want to see meta keywords. So setting in the back end where you can constantly change, update, set your meta keywords so that they're matching what people are searching for when they're searching real estate. That's really important. Incorporating those recent reviews, right, is hitting some of Google's search factors for relevance. You definitely want to have those showcased on your site. Each time you add a new one, Google's re-indexing your website, AI is adding more value to it. So make sure that's constantly changing. And then the best way to really keep your website active is through blog content, right? When you blog on your website, each time you add content, it's forced to put it higher in the search results. But there's a lot that you can do here, right? Whether you're, many of you might be thinking, I don't have time to do this. Well, good news, you don't need to, right? We'll show you some ways to get around that. But blog content that educates, entertains, or excites is so important, right? It helps you build your brand. It helps you provide value to your audience. But you also want to have content focused on listings, right? Maybe you helped a buyer, maybe you sold a home, market information about your local markets where you're the expert. Lifestyle and local content, so important. You absolutely want to have that there, and you want to make sure if you are creating content that you're creating it on your own website. Can't tell you how many times we see agents who are blogging on a blog platform. They have a website over here. Everything's disjointed. It's not driving traffic back to one location, back to the agent. So you always want to blog there. And then you're adding great value to your website. You're building your SEO, but even more importantly, you're branding yourself as the go-to real estate expert in your location, providing value for your sphere, and keeping yourself, top of mind. And we're going to show you how to do a lot of this with AI in as little as 5 minutes, or less in just a minute or two. And so, Elizabeth, why don't you walk them through some ways to do that?
Yeah, let's get after it. So, if you're going to take a picture of a slide, I say take a picture of this one because I think when it comes to AI, it is your secret weapon. But I think sometimes we get paralyzed because we're like, I don't know where to start, right? Once you start using it, you're like, oh, this is much, much easier than I thought. It's not scary. I can do this, right? Because you can literally use ChatGTP to create content in minutes. Look at some of these prompts. Create a blog post featuring 10 local restaurants in Chicago. Create a real estate marketing report. Create blogs for first time homebuyers who don't know where to start. You can even tell ChatGPT, okay, now let's create a LinkedIn post for this. Or you can create your blog and then just share it on all your social. So you're really looking to create content that your clientele, your potential clientele, is actually interested in seeing. Everybody wants to know market trends. Everybody wants to know what the hot new place to go is. If you can really get in there, create a blog on ChatGTP, then just spend a minute or two putting your own 2 cents in, your own niche, and saying that you are the expert. It's key to say, I'm the expert at this or my area, or I know this, because that's going to be pulling out of AI to help you get found faster and higher. So, how many of you out there are currently using AI to create content? Drop a yes or no in the chat. I gotta update my chat. Yes, yes,
Oh, we got a
yes.
bunch of yeses.
Yes. Okay, there's a no, some. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so I'm glad you get to see you guys are already doing this, but if you're saying no, get in there. I swear it's going to be a life changer for you. And where it's not always easy knowing how to prompt or how to talk to it. And the thing to remember is just talk to it like a human being. So if you haven't, take a picture of the slide. We've got some great example prompts here from you. And you can refine these even further if you're not happy with the results, but really wanting to get in there and give your viewers content that they care about, that they want to know about, and that showcases you as the expert. So use ChatGTP to help you create the content, but don't just leave it sitting on your website because that's not going to help. Take that content and automate it to your social media. There are platforms out there that you just click a button and it's going to share it everywhere for you. And so that is now you're in your clients and potential clients' social media, but it's not annoying. It's not a picture of your dog or you working out. It's content they want to see. That's going to help them click and go to your website and capture that lead. They'll start looking at houses. They'll fill out lead gen forms, reconnect with you, and you can really take the conversation from there.
Yeah, and folks, we got some good questions. So we asked you guys how many of you are actually using this in your businesses to help you create content. Many of you said yes, that you're using it. But follow-up question, what are you doing with it once you create that content? Share with us. Where do you actually put it? What are you doing with the content you're creating? Because I see some other questions, and this is oftentimes where the disconnect is. Someone had said, Meredith, is it better to post on a blog that lives on a web page or a social site or all, right? And that's where agents tend to get confused. Remember, your website is the front door to your business. It's where you showcase your expertise. It's where you build all of your search engine value. It's where you send clients. So any content that you are creating should originate there. That's where you build your brand. That's where you build your resource library, your knowledge base for your clients. And then you want to take it and use it to automate your social medias. And we're going to show you how to do that in just a couple of minutes here. So great question. I see a couple of agents agreeing. I love it. Awesome. So we'll keep that moving here. And
Yeah,
then,
like Tom was saying, everyone's on social media. So your website should seamlessly integrate with your social media platforms because it's going to boost your SEO and your Google benefits. And buyers and sellers do their homework across multiple platforms. So it's going to create brand consistency, which we'll cover in Pillar 4 coming up. Many agents are doing social media kind of all wrong. So we want to show you how to use it to increase your SEO and really generate leads for you. So again, thinking of your brand about having that cohesive information across the board, making sure your profiles are up to date, that they all say the same thing, your pictures consistent across, accurate information. You'd be surprised how many just set it up and forget it. Buyers and sellers do their homework. So if I Google you, your Facebook page, your LinkedIn, it's often going to show up at the top of the search engines before your website, but you want to make sure they link back to your website. Business is great to be found all over the place, but where do you get that lead from? Where are you sending that traffic to work for you? So how do you create effective a social media strategy? Here's the catch. Most agents that we see every day, they tend to be posting social media just not the best, right? They need to post articles from places like Riz Media, Keeping Current Matters. But what happens when I click that? Then it's going to take them away from you. It's not adding value, it's not getting you that lead. So you want to actually, we don't want that to take the leads away from you. So we want to take all that great content we've talked about that you're creating and get that on your website, post it across all of your socials, and drive the traffic back to your website, keeping that lead and client within your ecosystem.
yeah, absolutely. Great point, right? That's the name of the game. Always keep your clients within your business's ecosystem. We did have a great question. Someone asked, is it good to mix real estate and personal content? Absolutely, right? We're talking today about building your brand, showcasing your unique personality, and people connect with that kind of personal content, right? Pictures of your dog are great on Facebook and Instagram. Dog lovers love that stuff. So feel free to mix those two. But like you said there, Jesse, maybe keep some of that personal stuff off of LinkedIn. Now, you don't want to stop here with social media, right? It's so important that you have a Google business page. So, folks, how many of you here today have a Google business page? Go ahead and type yes if you do. I see yeses are flooding in. I love it.
Right.
Folks, so important. It's critical, and you've got to connect this to your website, okay? And so here's how you do it. We've got a great slide to take a picture of. If you don't have it, you want to make sure that you follow these steps. But how many of you here have actually verified your Google business page? Type yes or no if you've verified it. A lot of people don't
Oh,
realize that anybody can go in and edit these and change it. It's so important to have it up to date. It should, obviously connect with your website back and forth. So you want to make sure you get that set up. But someone did type in that chat box. I did it many years ago. Folks, think about when you're ordering lunch and you Google 3 restaurants, right? How does how they show up impact your decision on where to go, right? One has the right hours, has all up-to-date location. You're much more likely to choose that than one that's missing contact information, has a broken website, etc., right? So we want to make sure we have this set up and integrated with our website. Again, you're going to increase dependability by almost 196%. It's almost 200% more trustworthy in the eyes of the consumer. So you got to have that. And so any questions so far? We've been talking for a while. If you guys, again, if you have questions, type those in the chat box. We'll try to get them answered for you. We do love those questions, and we are going to keep it moving. So someone put in a great comment, Stacy, if the best restaurant in the world doesn't show up in the search, no one will ever go. You are absolutely right. That is what we're here today to talk about. Make sure you guys always show up. We've talked about so many great strategies so far, and we are going to continue that conversation, right? So, so important is that you have the basics, which is what we've talked about so far. But how many of you here today know where your next closing is coming from? Right? Type yes in that chat if you know where your next closing is coming from, pretty much when it's going to happen. Right? It's been an interesting market. I see mix probably 50-50 here of yeses and nos. Awesome. Um, you've got to be generating leads, right? This is where the rubber meets the road, lead generation. You want to build systems that attract qualified prospects automatically, master, multi-channel lead capture that never misses an opportunity, right, folks? And we're going to cover, organic lead generation, AI, and search engine lead generation, social media lead gen, and of course, there's always paid traffic opportunities. Remember, folks, when we talk about generating leads in new business, your list is always shrinking, right? People move away. Some people pass away, unfortunately. It's a high volume, long-term game. Some might be ready now, later. That's okay. Treat them all like gold. And so how do you actually start to generate leads? Well, the way that we've accessed information has changed, right? You think back 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I want a real estate agent. I'm going to the phone book, maybe. I actually remember those days. And today they're asking Google for real estate agents in Los Angeles. They ask Alexa, right? Search real estate agents in Los Angeles with 5-star ratings on Google, right? They ask ChatGPT, what are the best agents for first-time home buyers in Los Angeles? How do you show up in these types of searches if you're not showing up, like we said here in the chat, you literally don't exist to these buyers and these sellers in your area. And so it's so critical that you're showing up here. And so, Elizabeth, why don't you talk to them a little bit about how Google actually presents agents to the consumer who's searching?
Yeah, this I find always so fascinating. Even though I've known it for a long time, it still always hits home. Google ranks local businesses based on three factors, okay? And you can see them here on the slide: location, relevance, and prominence. Okay, location, how far each result is from the search location. Making sure you have the right location in your keywords is critical. Relevance, how well listings match what someone is searching for, and is that consistent across all the platforms? And then prominence, how well known a business is in Google across the web, how many different sites they're on, how many reviews they have, where they've shown expertise. You can't control location, but you can definitely control relevance and prominence. All right, you want to go to the next one?
Yep, I gotcha.
All right, thanks. AI is going to look at your website bios, your portal profiles, your Google business page. And most websites, there is a place to connect your Google business page. So you're not just putting your website on your Google business page, but on your website, you're really connecting that Google business page. That's going to help tremendously. Community blogs, reviews, LinkedIn, social media, about pages, good AI examples, okay? I specialize in helping first time buyers in Chicago. Expert in Gold Coast, River North, Lincoln Park condos. Okay, those are good ones. Not so good ones, I'm passionate about real estate, or I love people helping people find their dream home. You see the difference on what's really going to get pulled? It's just really taking that niche, adding some local to it, and really popping yourself out there. Specialties or specific being specific wins every time. And here's the thing, you guys are so busy and you don't need to blog every week, right? Because you just don't have time for that, right? Especially if you're surviving these storms out here. But you need evergreen, hyper local posts that AI can index. Okay, here's an example of that: buying a condo in River North, 2025 guide. What $500,000 can buy you in Lakeview this year? Chicago transfer taxes, explain. Oh, that would be phenomenal. Best neighborhoods for first time homebuyers. These are relevant things that people truly want to know. And having those constantly and being on your website is really going to help drive traffic and drive you higher. So, who currently out here has blog content on their website like this? Or if you're nailing it, go ahead and put yes in that chat. Let's see it. Okay, we're not making progress, but that's okay. That's why we're here. You got
Crickets.
it. It's all good. It is all good. You are not alone. You are right there with your peers, but we're giving you this information so that you can go after this and do 2 or 3 things and help start it and get it going. Don't be overwhelmed. We got you. Most agents don't, and that's why most agents struggle getting organic leads.
Yeah, again, guys, if you don't have that, specific local how-to niche content, you might not be showing up in those AI searches, and many people are now utilizing that. But it's not enough just to have that. You also want to make sure you're incorporating MLS search into your website, right? It's so important that you have, full listings on your website. Again, you're the real estate expert. And so, there's cases where we've seen agents who they're sending, their customer to say Zillow, for example, to go search for properties. And maybe while they're there, they get connected with another agent and they end up working with that agent, right? And so we want to make sure again that we're always keeping our clients within our ecosystem and our business. Okay. There's a few other great benefits here. When you have the MLS listings integrated into your website, you're able to see what your clients are doing in real time. You're able to do automated listing updates, save searches, all that kind of great stuff. And so you absolutely want to have that set up on your site. And then again, folks, you're really branding yourself, like we keep talking about, as that local real estate expert. You've got all the listings on your website real time. It's going to be much more up to date than those national portals when you have that integrated MLS search there on your website, keeping those clients within your ecosystem. And so a big question we get asked all the time is, why don't I send them to my MLS search page? Well, that's certainly better than sending them to a national portal. But again, that's not doing anything for your search engine value. You always want to send them to your website. It's building your Google value. It's building your overall presence value, right? Driving leads, clients, traffic back to your website behind your digital assets that are going to follow you for the life of your business, right? And so important to have that set up. Someone said, what if we don't have any listings in that area? Well, even better because you can showcase, the listings from your entire community, from the full MLS. Whatever listings are available would show up in your on your ecosystem, and then you're able to actually generate potential business from those. If buyers are interested, they can come to you to learn more about those properties. So someone said it's crazy seeing realtors share a listing with the Zillow URL. Exactly. And that's what we're going to talk about on this post, on this page here today, folks. So many times, it's a huge mistake. We see agents who they grab that link and they're sharing it across their social media. They're driving traffic away from them. They have no idea if a potential client even clicked on that link. But a lead gen listing post is where when you have MLS on your website, you can actually take the listing link from your website, share it out across your socials. And now, if people need to get more information about that listing, tax information, they want to see more photos, they want to know square footage, whatever it is, they click through, it goes right to your website. They can get all the information there. They can favorite it, save search, they can ask you, connect with you directly to learn more. Again, we want to make sure we always have these features with MLS search on our website, keeping our clients within our business, starting to generate leads from it. Okay. Um, and so we're going to keep moving here. We still have quite a bit to get through. But again, like we talked about, when you're posting your listings correctly, you should generate more business from them. When you're, creating great content on your website, don't just leave it there. Make sure you're sharing that across your social media in ways that generate leads, right? Like we've talked about. And so, post all of that content we've already covered. Use AI to make it easy to create it. Try to be consistent when you're posting to social. A couple of times a week is great. Doesn't all have to be blog content, but posting a few times per week. And we can see here a great example where this agent went to ChatGPT. They put in a prompt, create a social media post for this article. They had created this article on their website, and then they share it out. You can see the article here. They made the social post and then they shared it out to social media. So the blog itself is on their website. The social media posts are now driving traffic back to that website with lead capture into that agent CRM. The listings that they're posting are doing the same opportunity where everything's driving traffic back to that agent, generating leads. Does this make sense for everyone here today, right? Why it's so important to have a website where you can originate content, use it to automate your social posts, use the listings from it to automate your social posts. This is effective social media organic lead generation. It's getting you found in Google searches, AI searches. It's really the name of the game here. And really just kind of having a great foundation in how you market yourself online. Okay. See a lot of thumbs up and yeses. We love it. So Elizabeth, talk to them. They've got a powerful website. They're driving traffic here. How do they actually capture those leads and convert them into business?
Yeah, let's talk about that. And your website should have multiple lead capture points. So you can offer things like what's the current market trends? What's your property valued at? You can have all these hidden behind gated keys where the visitor has to type their information, and give you that lead for you to release these reports to them. But also just simple learn more buttons, save listings functionality, downloadable buyers, sellers, and guides, click to call, click to text, live chat. You're offering them so much value in exchange for their contact information. And that's key because then you can start nurturing that lead. And you know what? Let's talk about pop ups here on this next slide. Pop ups work, they can be annoying, but they can create even more traffic for you if they're done right. They can be incredibly effective. Tom, you want to just flip to the next one? These are
Yeah.
great for when a site can tell of visitors who are about to leave but haven't yet engaged, right? There's different rules and how to display them. Has someone been on my site for 30 seconds? Is someone a first time visitor? Is someone getting ready to exit my website? Let's do a quick pop up and say, want to learn more or want to know your market trends or want to get this report? There's ways to do it. You can even do it based on location. So if I'm using your website and I'm in a certain area, it can pop up and be like, want to have the guide for Chicago's Lincoln Park Market? Enter your information here and release it. So if used effectively, you can really, really have set these up once and done, have them going for you, and have that website working and nurturing leads for you. And then Tom, I'll give it back to you.
Yeah. Folks, quick question too. Share with us in the chat. How many of you here have this type of lead capture set up on your website where it's more active, not passive, right? You're actually popping up lead capture opportunities based on what they're doing. Anybody here have this currently? So if you don't have this kind of tool and you don't have things like live chat, there may be a high percentage of people and traffic that go to your website, don't interact, you have no idea, and they're just leaving your business's ecosystem, right? So important. See, Michael, that's why I'm here. Love it. So we'll keep moving here. But folks, the theme here, if you start to get this, right, is keep customers in your ecosystem. Every time you send someone to another website, another blog, a different social media channel, they're leaving your business, right? And so keep them within your ecosystem, keep those leads always coming back to you. And so important. Any other questions on lead generation before we start to move into pillar 3 here? You guys can type those in the chat box and we'll get those answered for you because we're gonna keep this moving. And so you've generated leads, right? But how do you actually convert them into customers, right? It's you want to design nurture sequences that turn cold prospects into hot buyers, right? You need follow-up strategies that converts leads to closing. You need a powerful CRM, right? It's critical. Email marketing, personalization, social media outreach, and of course, video is a game changer. And remember, folks, again, lead gen is a high volume, long-term game. Some are ready right now, some are ready in 2 years. That is okay. How do you stick with them, stay in front of them, create top of mind marketing to make sure you're converting as many of those leads as you possibly can, right? And that's what we're going to show you how to do here today. So all of this starts with your CRM, your client relationship management system. And you want to treat every lead like gold, but speed to lead is critical. Think about this. We're in the digital information world. Speed to lead is critical. If I don't get the answers I need, I'm going somewhere else. You need tracking and analytics to see what your clients are interested in. Automated listing updates, mobile app functionality so you can access your CRM fully on the go. You guys are in your cars half the time doing showings and open houses, right? You got to have a mobile, functional CRM. You also, you want to use this consistently. We always say the CRM that you use is the best one, right? You want to make sure it's easy to work and it works for your business. We say avoid Frankenstacks because sometimes we see CRMs that claim to be an all-in-one, but they don't integrate with anything that maybe you use that works for your business, right? Or potentially they've got everything included in one, but maybe it's too overwhelming for you, right? And so you want to be able to have a CRM that has full functionality if you need it, but maybe you have other tools that you don't want to give up. they should integrate with whatever systems that you're using, right? So important. Again, you got to be notified the moment you get leads and then stick with them consistently throughout the life of converting them from maybe a cold prospect into a closed sale. And so we're going to keep moving here. We'll talk about email marketing quickly because this is where the money is. Lead to client conversion from cold leads tends to be about 2.5% when you're email marketing to them. That's pretty good for cold leads. And then lead to client conversion from nurtured email lists tend to be 6 to 12%. That's more than double, right? You've got to have email marketing, folks. How many of you here are doing consistent email marketing, not only to your database, but also those new leads that come into your ecosystem, right? You got to have this. Your email list, a lot of times we talk about, your business for agents as your list, right? What do you define as your list? Is it your Instagram followers? Is it your Facebook network? Is it your email leads, right? Think about this. How many times have you seen agents and brokers who their Instagram got hacked or shut down? They lose that entire network. If you don't have your email, they don't count as part of your list, right? This is the only list that you truly own. And so you got to have them. Remember, email marketing is not spammy as long as you are providing guidance and education, right? Provide them value. But you got to make sure that this is secure, it's confidential, that you're using a verified, vetted email marketing provider. Again, you're dealing with the biggest transactions of people's lives. It's got to be secure. And then here's who you should be emailing, guys. You want to be making sure you're emailing your online buyer leads. You want to make sure you're sending anybody for home valuation leads should be getting targeted seller content, right? You want to do open house attendees, past clients, and sphere to your bread and butter, your base, right? That is so important. Low-hanging fruit. But most agents, they ignore this. They don't do it. They never implement these systems. And again, folks, this should be at a minimum every month, probably even more with, personalized birthday, anniversary, and reminders, all that kind of good stuff. Again, consistency is key, right? They come in at different stages. Monthly newsletters, brand you as the expert. Holidays and events, create personal touches, lead nurture campaigns, educational information, market reports, so important. If you're not emailing your database at least monthly, folks, they are forgetting about you, right? And when they're ready to buy or sell, they might be calling someone else, right? Elizabeth, we see this all the time.
Oh yeah, it's okay to be annoying and aggressive because that means you're the go-to badass and that's what people want, right? Yeah. All right. Now let's talk about videos. Videos can be a game changer for conversation. 120% increase in response rates, 30 to 80% more appointments set, faster lead engagements, replies that come in minutes, not days, higher trust early on in the pipeline. People can feel like, hey, I like them. I know them. I have a good vibe about this person. Let's connect. Even before you've ever even spoken, you're starting to build that trust and that relationship with them. And it's better conversion of cold leads from other portals or social. Videos make you real. Videos make you understandable. Videos really kind of just give your sense of self-worth and your accountability and your reputation and your skill set. It comes across because it's going to build trust faster than any other medium. This is a game changer. Is everyone here using videos today, I hope?
Anybody? But yeah, guys, think about how many emails you get on a daily basis, right? Cold emails, you get all kinds of emails. What if somebody reached out with a video of them in it, welcoming you to their business? And, I want to help you learn more. I'm here to help you through the home buying process. Think about how different that is than what you typically see in cold outreach emails, right? Put yourself out there. We're talking about building your brand, your personality, connecting with clients on a personal level. Video is huge for this. Um, but Elizabeth, talk to them about, what is
Yeah.
causing
Um,
deals to close.
and Shelly, don't be shy. You've got to put yourself out there. And guess what? It's a video. So if you don't like it, you can redo it. It's okay. You can make it perfect before anyone sees it. But people want to know you. They want to know your personality. They want to trust you. And here's some critical things to understand. Most real estate deals, they don't close because of the final email or the final text. They go because this lead has been nurtured for months. This agent consistently delivered value, showcased a relationship that felt trusted and real and authentic. This agent was on top of my mind whenever I thought about buying or selling. This was the person that I was like, man, this person is on top of their game, and I want to use this person to close the biggest transactional or the biggest financial transaction of my life. I need a go-getter. I need someone that I can trust and who has my back. These are all excellent ways to start doing that from the beginning. Use automated systems and processes to work smarter, not harder, because your plate is full. The agents who win, they're not necessarily the ones putting 80-hour weeks. They're the ones using systems that work. So let's move on. I know we might have a question. Throw it in chat. We'll see if we can get them. I'm worried about time, and we still have two more
Yeah,
pillars for you. So you
we're
want to
gonna move.
go into four?
Yeah, we're gonna move quick. So, guys, any questions? Type those in the chat. We will answer them for you, and we're gonna wrap this up in just a couple of minutes for you. But platform for is consistency that builds trust, right? You've got to maintain powerful brand cohesion across all of these digital touch points where consumers are searching for agents, they're engaging with you, across digital ecosystems. And so, let me paint a picture for you. Someone gets referred to you, right, by someone they trust. They hear great things. They're excited to work with you. The first thing they do is Google you. But what if they Google you and they find you and you don't have anything that we talked about here today, or you have zero reviews? How likely are they to work with you? Maybe your last review was 2, 3 years ago, and it's not because you're not doing business, you're just not diligent about getting and showcasing those reviews, right? This stuff is critical to your success when we talk about getting new business. It's so, so important to have, that powerful Google presence. And so, what should you be on? Because there's so many different options and portals and tools and things. What's the most powerful combos for you to show up strong in AI searches, strong in Google searches, and create top of mind marketing? Well, you definitely want to have your Google business profile. You've got to have that powerful website and CRM to convert those leads, stay in front of them. And Instagram and Facebook tend to be extremely powerful. It's where a lot of agents are generating leads right now and connecting with their sphere. It's where the bulk of your audience is. Anything past that is going to be amplification, right? So as long as you have those three covered, you're discoverable, you look credible, you're showcasing your personality, you're nurturing leads, you have follow-up reviews, all that kind of good stuff, you're going to be tremendously successful. It's really everything that we've covered here today. Again, folks, questions, type those in the chat. And we want to cover one more quick pillar with you guys in just a couple of minutes here. And we've saved some of really the most important for last. If you're doing all the work we talked about here today, you never want to lose it. You never want to start from scratch. So Elizabeth, talk to them about this.
Yeah, pillar five, brand ownership and portability. It's the one most agents don't think about until it's too late. Brand ownership and portability, meaning you own your online brand and it's always consistently going to stay with you for the life of your career. You want to build your foundation on tools that work anywhere your business takes you, and that they create a digital brand that's never going to stop growing. And what you don't want to have to do is start over from scratch. We talked about the average agent changes brokerages every 3 to 6 years. You put all your eggs in that basket. You use their website, you use their domain, you use their email address. You got to start over. You don't want to do that. You want to have one consistent place that you can, that domain, or if you're using a domain as an example, you can point it to any website you want. But that domain, that email address, that never changes. That way, you always will have your leads, your referrals, and never have to start over from scratch. Set it up right, and let's forget about it and keep going. In this slide, look at these signs. What's the first thing you see? It used to be, it's the agent, right? That's who pops. It used to be the other way around. Smart agents are catching on. They are owning their own online brand and their own online identity in addition to other things. So here's a reality check. We know most agents switch brokerages multiple times over their career. So higher turnover in the first 3 to 5 years to begin with. So as an agent is changing, you don't want to have to change. And I kind of mentioned this before. You want to set up and have a consistent place domain, an email address that's going to stay with you for the life of your career so that no matter where it points, no matter what you do with it, that you're building success from day one that you never have to start
Yeah.
over with.
And folks,
All right.
even more important, right, is your list. You never want to start from scratch. Your money is in the list, right? Your
Yeah.
database, your leads. You never want those to lose those ever again, right? And so, what happens if everything that you own for your business lives inside of that brokerage system? You could lose access to your CRM, your pipeline may not transfer. This doesn't always happen, but we have seen cases where this happens, right? Your lead sources might stop pointing to you, your website disappears, all of your branding breaks, and you're constantly starting over. How do you build long-term value, long-term wealth behind your digital brand, that asset of your business, right? You got to look at it that way as an asset that builds wealth over time for your business, right? The longer you have it, the more valuable it becomes. All right. And so I did see one in the chat. Someone said Pillar 5 is most important. We love it, Janice. They're all important. But folks, why this equals power, your database stays intact, your lead gen never stops, your personal brand keeps growing. You retain leverage in negotiations. You can stay fully in control of your business. You absolutely must own yourself, your CRM, website and domain, branding, reviews, again, your career-long foundation, no matter where you hang your license. And so, folks, great slide here too to kind of wrap up today. If you want to dominate your market, you need to have a consistent brand image across as many platforms as possible. You've got to have a powerful domain name that captures your brand, real estate, local traffic. You got to have a customized website that's active, that's lead generating, allows you to drive traffic back to you, portability, portable tools. You got to be intentional, right, about creating your brand, being active on social media, all that kind of stuff. You got to treat every lead like gold. Folks, give us a shout out in the chat box. Yes, if you agree, you love today's session, you absolutely agree that this stuff is critical to be competitive in today's market, right? We see it. I love it. Yes, love it. Great info and reminder. This is great. Love it. Keep those yeses coming in. Awesome, guys. We're so happy you joined us. How many of you here are going to leave here today and you are going to set all of this up? If you don't have it, you're going to put it all in place for your business and you're going to be up and running in the next couple of days. Anybody? Let's see. Oftentimes it's not as quick yeses, right? Because this can be overwhelming. And so, folks, if you are still here and you're saying to yourself, I need all of this, but I have no idea where to start. Don't worry, we have some incredible, incredible solutions for you that we are going to show you live right now in just 5 minutes. And folks, you can try them absolutely free for 30 days. It's an incredible offer that Elizabeth has brought for all of our RE Technology readers. Free hour of setup with their coaches to build all of this, your Google business page integrations, your website. We're going to show it to you in just a second. But if you want to book a one-on-one demo, you can scan that QR code. You can connect with one of their team. They'll actually walk you through exactly how to implement this, your current systems, make sure it's all set up for you guys. And they're going to do that at no cost. You get an hour of setup with some of the first platforms we're going to show you. So stick around, give us 5 minutes, and we're going to show you. I saw someone said I'll implement gradually, how this could all be up and running next week for you, with you not having to do anything. So with that, Elizabeth, why don't you go and show us some of the powerful, beautiful websites that you build every day for agents and brokers all across the country. I think you guys are working with over 30,000 real estate professionals at this point. So share with us.
Just, I know we're hitting time, and so if you have to jump, just remember to visit get.realestate where you can have the most affordable, amazing set of all these tools because you can start for free for 30 days. So I am just trying to multitask and share my screen with you.
So folks, if you do have to jump, go book that demo. Nina, if you can, I'll actually drop that link in the chat, guys. You can go book a one-on-one demo and see it live.
Yeah, so get.realestate offers digital branding tools, CRMs, email platforms, everything we've discussed today. So maybe you saw it all and you're like, I want this all. I don't have the bandwidth. I don't have the time. Do it for me. We got you. So these are just an example of a couple of the things we talked about today that our websites offer. You can see this domain is lenparton.realtor. It's actually my dad. I told you he's a broker owner. But what I wanted to show you is it's beautiful. It also has this lead gen built in. So everybody wants to know current market trends. This is a way for him to get that lead because I'm going to input my information and unlock the current market trends. So great lead gen sources. Also, you can see there's multiple contact. There's a whole contact us page, contact buttons, but very sleek, beautiful websites. We are working with agents across the country. They're coming to us saying, this looks better than my current website, and this costs a lot less than my current website. Here's a great example of a domain, a .real estate domain that showcases an area, a target area, San Fernando Valley. This is such a great example. These are all templates that we have. This is a great agent who really wanted to pop up top of Google searches when they search her area. So you can see it. You start to build trust immediately because you can see her expertise, her value, her understanding of the area. And then down here, after you've seen all this, now you've got your contacts. But what's really cool is she has linked this to another domain and website she has, which is really all about her real estate business. So she's got both a .realtor and a .real estate using her name, her location, multiple websites. You can search for listings. And Belinda here, she worked with our Do It For Me system and let us do this for her. Has actually become great friends with the coach that helped her through it, which is just a really cool story. But our coaching is only $119 an hour. Other companies are going to charge you thousands to get set up. We're going to charge you nothing to try it for 30 days. And then we're going to, if you buy or if you sign up for a trial today, that is our elite or our premium package, we all see different different packages available to you. But if you sign up for our elite or premium, we're going to give you an hour of that coaching and setup, that optimization and customization for you, just for RE Tech readers that are joining us today. And then here's just one last example. I know we're shorter on time, but just different looks and feels and vibes. We have over 45 templates for you to pick from. It's not going to feel cookie cutter. These I did focus too that were the same just because I love showing how when you put your own vibe, your own spin, your own photos, your own personality, how it can just really change a website template. So again, there's 45, but we give you AI tools, SEO optimization, full access to every single widget we have available. There is nothing you can't do, and there is nothing more affordable out there. So I'm going to send it back over to Tom to finish up the slides. But again, you can sign up for a demo or go straight to get.realestate today and get started for free.
Yeah, and folks, we did have a couple of good questions. I did see someone had asked, if I schedule a demo call, does that count as today? So Elizabeth, can you just clarify for us, how long are you going to offer these incredible deals for, this free trial opportunity, the free hour of setup and all that kind of good stuff? When is that offer good to? If they book a demo today, they're fine, right? And as long as they
Yes, if
get
you book
signed
a
up.
demo today, even if that demo is next week, we'll honor it. We'll give you the code on the demo to get a free hour of the DIFM. So if you book that demo today, it doesn't matter when you book it for, but if you get on there and book it today, or if you go straight to get.realestate and sign up, we will honor that through Monday. So we will watch these, but that hour of getting you set up, that's going to be great because you can say, hey, I want those pop-ups, or hey, I want you to connect to my Google business, or hey, I really want you to get some blogs
Yeah,
going for me.
we're going to talk about that in just a second, guys, but we want to go a little bit deeper into some of the product features real quickly. I'm sorry to cut you off there.
No, you're fine. Go for it.
But folks, this is super easy for you to do on your own. They have a full AI editor in here where you actually tell it what you want and it will build the sections of your website based on what you want. You don't even need to work with someone, but they're giving you this free session for a full hour to get it all set up, running. It costs you literally nothing. You can try it for 30 days. And then anytime you need to make changes, you have this option available to you as well. It connects with your Google business page, actually integrates those reviews directly into your page in real time. They'll help you verify it, set it up, do the integration. If you don't have it or it's not as good as it could be, great way to get that set up, be up and running in a week. Control your reviews, right? Take control of this, get them into an ecosystem that you own. You have those pop-up rules that Elizabeth was talking about, so you can capture and start converting all of that traffic that's hitting your website that maybe you have no idea they were there, right? So stop leaking leads. And folks, it also includes a full CRM that you own, you control, You have complete control of your list. It's portable, can go with you wherever you go. This CRM by itself is usually $55 a month. It's included and no additional cost in the subscription for this website. So if any of these are true to you, this is a game changer for you and for your business to start really generating more sales, create top of mind marketing, stay in front of your sphere. If you've ever lost touch with a client after closing, this is for you. You got to get this stuff up and running. Let's get a central dashboard, tracking analytics, see what people are doing, take notes and history, detailed contact profiles, integrates with any of the tools that you might be using for the most part. We've got some examples here, folks. You can integrate this. If you have something you love, you don't have to give it up. You can still have this. It's totally up to you. Even do automated monthly newsletters every month. You don't have to do anything. You can hit your entire sphere. It'll give you birthday templates, holiday templates, all this kind of good stuff. So you can personalize your outreach, maximize repeat and referral, and create nurture sequences that convert all the leads and traffic that you're going to be generating. Automated listing updates. It's fully MLS integrated with the top package like we showed you. And it even includes BombBomb, folks. This is an incredible offer. It's, again, that a great video email tool that we talked about. You start increasing response rates, increasing your deal speed, more referrals, folks. And this is usually $40 a month agents would have to buy on their own, again, included as part of the dotRealEstate package. So again, everything we've talked about here today, folks, included in these packages. You even get Google Business Workspace, so professional email. You've got professional domains included, the .realestate or .realtor domains. And you actually have Google Meets, you have scheduling, you have professional document writing, Excel, all that kind of stuff. The Google Sheets built in here for your business, your own tools. Guys, super exciting. And so everything that we've talked about here today, everything you saw us do on this presentation, the ability for you to blog on your own website, automate social media posting through that blog, everything we've talked about, the video, the CRM, ADA compliance, the full listing integration, folks, is $109.95 a month for realtors. And you can try it absolutely free for 30 days, and they're going to set it up for you, $120 value at no cost. Every single thing we talked about here today. So if it resonated with you, you were struggling, any of this stuff applies to you for almost $100 a month. You can try all of this here today for free. Get it up and running. Experience what this can do for your business, and start 2026 off on the right foot. Start really generating business. So awesome opportunity, folks. Again, scan that QR code. You can sign up. That's the link to go and sign up. We've dropped the links in the chat. You've got the demo link in the chat if you're not sure. It's a free trial. You can try it, or you could get a one-on-one demo, but there's absolutely no risk. There's no reason not to try it. If you are struggling with this stuff, we absolutely encourage you to give it a shot. Anything you want to add to this package, Elizabeth?
Yeah, no, I just want to say one thing we're really proud of is how hard we've worked to keep the cost affordable. So $100 a month for a CRM, an email platform, a domain, and a multi-page website with every single AI SEO widget possible it's been years in the making, and we're so excited that we just launched it. Our do it for me system is phenomenal. People absolutely love it. And so we're giving you that also today if you sign up for one of our top tier packages. So really it's not me or trying to push the sale. It's me more excited to say, look at these tools you have available for you, and look at these price points, and look how we're able to let you try and start for free. Our goal is to truly come alongside you to help build your business and get it where it needs to be. And when you visit, you'll see that we have different packages no matter where you're at in your business and what you need. Start where you need to start, grow as your business grows, but really choosing and having that domain, even if you point it to a website you already have and love, is really going to help build consistency. So many options. I know we threw a lot at you. So we really want to let you know, book a demo. EJ's phenomenal. He'll walk you through it all. But also we have chat, we have customer success phone number. I think Tom has it set up in the next slide. Call and let us help walk you through it. Don't be overwhelmed by everything you're seeing. Know that we're here to come alongside you and help you, and that we're really, really excited about these offerings.
Yeah, and folks, if you have booked a demo, if you've gone ahead and signed up, go ahead, type in that chat box, share with us. We love to see it. I see a bunch of you typing in demo, so I just dropped the demo link again. But folks, maybe you're here today and you're like, you know what? I've got a lot of this stuff. Maybe I don't need all of it. Well, there's other solutions for you too, right? And so with Realtor Premium, you still get that full hour of free setup. It's a little bit less money. You're not going to get the great, bomb, the Google Workspace, all that kind of fun stuff. But you are going to still get domains included. You'll get a multi-page website. You still have the MLS integration. Anything else that you want to add to this package? This one's only $79 a month, folks. It's a minimal investment to have a complete digital marketing suite of tools to run your business. But you're not getting a CRM with this, right? So if you have a CRM that you currently love and use, but your website is lacking, you can't blog on it, you can't update it, you need a better domain name, right? Then this is a great place for you to start with the Realtor Premium package. So we've got a sign up link here as well, folks. If you want to try this one, again, 30 days free, a free setup, full hour. And we want to walk you through quickly what's included with that. So, Elizabeth, why don't you speak a little bit more in depth about what they get as part of that free do it for you service?
Yeah, absolutely. So when you sign up for our Do It For Me service, we are going to customize and optimize your website for you. So connect you to your Google business, connect you to your social media. Um, we will optimize meta tags, alt image tags. We can create blogs for you to get you going. We can simply show you how to use the website, but we can also add your logo, your photo. You can say, I love this template, but I want it in purple and pink. Okay, you do you. So we're really going to make sure that that website is set up to work for you. Get those lead retrievals set up. Make sure when someone fills out a contact form that it's emailing them immediately. We're just really going to help decide what's important to you and get it up there. And honestly, most people only need an hour. So you can really feel good and confident and know that you have that. So we're really excited to be able to offer this for you. A lot of people come back for more because they love it so much, but that's great. So we're going to get you customized and optimized.
Yeah, guys, again, there's no risk. You have 30-day free trial, free setup. It doesn't get any better than this. I mean, I rarely see a MLS fed website for less than 150 bucks a month just for the website. Never mind CRM, everything we've talked about here today, bomb included, Google Workspace, custom domains. And they get great customer feedback. I've had the opportunity to actually meet with a lot of these people, interview them firsthand, and just hear the experiences that they've had and how the tools are affordable and enable them, sometimes brokers, to enable their agents and their offices with powerful tools that incentivize them and generate real results for their business. So, just some quick highlights there. And with that, I'm going to probably just keep it moving here. Do we want to touch on these a little bit further, Elizabeth? Do you want to talk about Realtor Edge? We do have a few more. And folks, also, if you have signed up, if you have a demo booked, you're excited, type it in the chat, share with us. Um, let's see. Let's see.
Yeah. So we there's just to mention, as I've said before, there's digital branding packages now, no matter where you're at in your career. So if you're just starting up and you don't want to spend more than $10 a month, we've got you. If you're just looking to use the domain because you already have a website you like, or you're like, oh my gosh, I do need an email platform that is just for business and doesn't say Gmail or AOL or Yahoo or any of those, you can get an email address that matches your domain. So you can be, Stacy.realtor and Stacy at .realtor for your email. So it's really nice. And you can set these domains up to forward to the website you already have and love. Or if you just need a simple one pager, we've got you. So no matter where you're at, you can decide which tools in these packages are going to be best for you and utilize the tools that you need. But I think when you get to the website and see the prices, so this is Edge. Edge is the difference between Edge and Premium that we just showed is Premium and Elite come with MLS connections. So we're going to ability to showcase your listings on your website. If you don't want to do that, because maybe your broker has a phenomenal site that has showcasing your listings, but you just want a multi-page website where you can do videos and blogs and really stand out on your own. $24.95 a month for AI SEO optimization in every single widget and unlimited pages. You will never find that cheaper anywhere. And then, so that's
So
the,
just want to add something really quick because we had a
yeah,
quick question
yeah.
from Erica. So Erica, yeah, all of these packages include a .realtor or a .realestate domain. Every single one includes that domain. You can absolutely get that with any one of these packages.
Mhm.
So that answers your question. And also, if you guys scan the QR code on any of these, you actually can compare the different products across each other to see what they include. You'll get the discounted rate, the free month, and then because you joined this webinar, Elizabeth's team will actually send you a code to get the free hour of Do It For You on the top two packages, not on this one, but the other two.
hmm Yeah. So then, to Erica's point, if you want to show the basic package, I think that did we do a slide for
Yep,
that?
we got one more. You're right.
Yep. So if you are like, listen, I already have a website or I'm good with my broker's website, but I do want one consistent place to be found for the life of my career. I do want an email platform. Or maybe I'm just starting out and I can only afford a single page website to serve as my commercial so that when I am Googled, people can build trust and know that I'm good and see no red flags. Then the basic package is a really good starting point. If you're an NAR member, it's $9.95 a month. If you're not, it's only $14.95 a month. So an incredibly low price point that you can just set it up and then grab a dot realtor or dot real estate or grab as many of them as you want and point them all to a website you already have or use our single simple website page. It's great. Many people thrive off of it. It still generates leads and referrals. It still starts to build trust. So it's a great starting place. And then you also get the matching email address and email platform. So no matter where you're in your business, no matter which one of our tools you need, if you visit get.realestate, you will find the package that suits your needs and will get you set ahead and set up for success this year. So hopefully that's helpful.
I think it
Uh,
is. And we've got one other question too. Someone asked, what is more, what's better, the dot realtor or the dot real estate domain? Do you want to maybe talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, that's a great question, Dora. Really, both are phenomenal. If you want the world to know exactly who you are and what you do, grab that dot realtor if you're an NAR member. Dot realtor domains are exclusive, only to and only available to NAR members. And to protect the brands, they do have some naming rules. Your first or last name has to hit before that dot. You can be Sell with Sally or Sally, but your first or last name has to be included with that dot realtor. So it's a really great way and a great option to let the world know who you are. Dot real estate is open to the general public. There are no naming rules. It's great for your area, your location, as we discussed earlier, your niche, your team name, your business name. Add-on domains are you can add on as many domains to any package. So get them both. Most people do get both their dot realtor for their name and their dot real estate for their location or their name in both, just because the more traffic you can get, the higher SEO, the better benefits it's going to have for you.
It's a great point. And I don't know if you mentioned this too, but if you really wanted to go as far as you can go with this and brand yourself as the local expert, you could have your name.realtor as the homepage, and then those separate tabs that showcase where you specialize in specific cities, they could have the location.realestate so that you could do specific marketing just for those areas that drives traffic back to those pages too. So there's a lot of ways to use this to really build and expand your brand, folks. So
For sure. Awesome.
all right, let's see. Any other questions? Erica, too, if you want to try to do a demo and you kind of audit what you're using, they could certainly do that for you. I see Carrie. Carrie, did you book your demo or do you want us to reach out to schedule one? Because you can actually just scan the QR code here and you should be able to, or actually, let's drop that demo link again.
There, she just put him.
Okay, perfect. So Nina just dropped that demo link. You can go ahead and schedule there. Let us know once you've booked it. I see a whole bunch of you who have scheduled, who have asked for more information about demos. I know, Elizabeth, on your side, you're probably seeing a bunch of these free trials coming through. I know we always get a whole bunch. Agents love them, and it's again, it's no risk. If you're here today, you're struggling, and you know you need help, I mean, start the new year right. Let them do it for you, get you set up and running, hands off. You're up and running in a week. You can rest easy. You have confidence sending your clients to your website. You're never going to lose business because you don't exist. So it's what it's all about, guys. It's a great solution. It's affordable, and some great partners who are bringing you some great offers here. So I see you signed up for demo. Awesome. I see Lori, she's asking for a demo. That link's right in the chat for you. Go use it, sign up. We'll make sure we send those to you guys as well after the session. We've got a whole bunch of you that are booking demos. We love it. And again, folks, feel free, skip the demo, go sign up. It's totally free. They're going to walk you through it. You get to try it, experience it, set it up for a full 30 days. So I see Dora, great class. You learned a lot. That's what we hope.
Yay!
Whether or not you work with them and you get signed up, we hope you learned something, right? And that's where we create such great alignment together. Any other questions, folks? Anything else, Elizabeth, that you think we've missed that you might want to add?
No, I hope you all feel like you're walking away with some great tools to help your business and that you found, the class to be worth it and awesome. And we really thank you for staying over. I know we ran, but it was so much information. You sure can, Erica. You can get all the domains you want and point them to that website you already have that you just set up. Or as Tom said, maybe you want to do a demo and compare prices and what's available. I know you just set up, but we might be able to do it for you. So lots of options there. But yeah, you can get as many domains as you want, and you can point them to that website you already have and love, or use one of our websites. So hopefully, I just really appreciate your time. I hope you guys got everything out of it. I know like over 30 of you stayed an extra half an hour. That's phenomenal. So thank you so much. And thank you, Tom, for helping putting this presentation together and just being an amazing supporter of dotRealEstate. And like you said, he's interviewed all of these people that have sent these testimonials, and we have so many case studies. Because as awesome as Tom and I are, it doesn't matter what we think. It really matters. Are these tools helping agents in the industry? And we have hundreds and hundreds of testimonials and case studies saying that they are. So whether it's just a domain, or if you want the website, the CRM, the email platform, we've got you. We're excited. Go ahead, schedule the demo, or go to get.realestate and get signed up. And we can't wait to see your business thrive as well.